Hi, my name is Cam Smith with U Sports Production, reporting for Wednesday, April the 10th. Thank you for tuning in. Getting involved in sports at a young age is not only a rewarding experience for youth and their families, but helps build friendships that can last a lifetime. 15-year-old Langford residents Ryder Brooks and Tyler Gilbert have shared the same passion for motorsports from a young age and support each other through the process in a sport most youth don't typically get the opportunity to experience.
We were born around a couple months apart. We lived next to each other, and guess we knocked on each other's doors one time and had a first play date, like probably 1 year old or something, and just been hanging out ever since.
Living back to back is a great best friend thing, and having being close with somebody, especially that close at a young age, you really get to know who it is, and you really just become really good friends, and it just goes on as a friendship for life. Went out to the racetrack together with his dad and my dad, and it was just the father and son bonding experience with our best friends, and being able to hang out with our friends whenever, and at the track especially. It's a great time and a great place and a lot of fun out there.
Well, I got into racing by my dad taking me to my first race when I was 6 weeks old, and yeah, ever since then, been getting more into the sport. My dad bought a dwarf car in 2017 or 19, I think. But yeah, he's been doing that for a couple of years, and then finally he got partnered up with this guy named John. They got me in a go-kart for a season. Didn't do very well. It was kind of a crappy kart, but yeah, the following season got into a Hornet. Did pretty good in that. Onto the mini stock now. They're 4-cylinder engines, and they're pretty fun.
With the closing of Western Speedway in 2022, motorsports on the island presented new challenges for race teams, but with the help of Ryder's father, Joel, the two young race enthusiasts entered their first season in mini stocks at Saratoga Speedway at the age of 14.
Joel's like a second dad to me. Honestly, he's been there with me and Ryder ever since we were really born, and well, having him and giving me opportunities to help out around and taking me places with him, and he's just there. He's a big part in what we do here, gets us up there every weekend to go and fight for a championship.
Family is definitely a big part of racing too. It doesn't actually have to be family too, it's all friends, and you get to meet a lot of new people, and yeah, racing's definitely a big generational sport.
When opportunities for another one of Tyler's passions became a reality last fall, he seized the moment and joined Ryder and his dad to take in the Riskin 360 Open Wheel Showdown in Vegas.
Me and Ryder and Ryder's dad, Joel, we were planning on going down to Vegas just to watch, and then, well, someone tagged me in a Facebook post, and I saw it, and it was media sign up, so I, took a shot, didn't think much of it, and I got an email when I had COVID one night, and didn't really think much of it. It said, "You've been accepted to go to Vegas as a photographer." It was like, holy crap, I'm going to Vegas and I'm going to be part of something big. I'm big into photography and team photographer, and also Gilbert's photography. I'm also the crew chief of Ryder, and being his best friend, I know a lot of stuff that he does and doesn't like in a car. It's obviously, I want to help him the most I can, but it's also the business side. I have to take pictures in between and be able to get out to the track and do two things at once. It's a fair bit of work.
Coming off a championship season, the bond these two young men have built over the years has quickly become a recipe for success in the sport they love.
When he pulls in, I hear what he wants to say, and then I try and fix it to the best I can, and then he gets back out and gives me his opinion when he comes back in. It's a different experience with him, especially being young and coming out to the track. One time he came out and he started his lap a bit slow. Ultimately got a P2 start, but came out of the car not happy with himself because he didn't get started fast enough. But it's the little things that help. It's the mentality and or keeping composure that ultimately helps you. He's a great driver, and he just needs to take some pressure off himself when he makes a little mistake. It's not the end of the world. He's still got a front row start, and so just gotta keep going.
When you're in the lead and there's a couple laps left, you know, you're always telling yourself, don't mess up, don't mess up. But, you know, you try not to get that in your head too much. You try to focus on what you're good at.
Sponsorship is an extremely important part of racing and is appreciated with open arms.
A huge deal in what we do. We just got a new sponsor for our team. It's our first team sponsor is Andrew Slinger, but we also have a couple car sponsors that help us out with getting to the track and new tires and gas and all that. It's Smart Wash Victoria, Tanner & Sons Logging, Junction Cider, Joel Brooks Construction, and Winnie's Minis Designs.
Well, what an exciting season coming up in May for these two young men looking to repeat as champions.
We did about 6 races or so. Won about 4 or 5, can't honestly remember, but yeah, I guess that's not bad for my first season. I definitely didn't expect to win the championship, especially being my first season. Yeah, let alone almost win more than half of the races. But that's definitely something cool to have in your first season.
We performed really well, but we definitely have room for improvement in some spots. Definitely, like, you know, mentality and keeping our composure and, you know, all around stuff, doing what we need to do at the track and not goofing off most of the time. But it's also a good life lesson as we are young kids at the track and doing what we can in our own way. I'm excited to get back to the track with Ryder and do what we do best, win races.
We're definitely going to try to get a second championship, and yeah, just excited to be at the track and for summer. I definitely want more competition out there and see what they bring.
Let's get out in the community. Let's support events like this. My name is Cam Smith with Youth Sports Production. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the field.
Ryder, your second time out in this class, in this car. When I met you a few weeks ago, I told you you're going to get a main event win, and you're probably going to take over your dad's own car.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that soon.
You had just a great time. I know you and your friends have just a blast out here, and all the competitors really help you guys out.
Yeah, racing's awesome. Everybody's just so nice. Great community.
You got any sponsors you want to thank?
Smart Wash, Junction Cider, Tanner & Sons Logging, Winnie's Minis Designs, Joel Brooks Construction, my mom and dad, my crew chief Gilbert.
Good job. Give a big hand, Ryder Brooks.